Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. We are still on this matter on the Jewish financial parenting. Okay, these lessons are very crucial and important, and we've posted other videos that you can check out on the channel. Yes, on this same topic, we already have an episode 1, we have an episode 2, and this is the episode 3 of Jewish financial parenting. It is so elaborate that we cannot put them into one video. Today we're going to be speaking on Jewish financial parenting, hashtag charity and compassion, hashtag family budgeting, planning, expenditure, and being open about money conversations. Yes, so let's get right into it. Open conversations about money, I already mentioned it in some of my previous videos. Today we're going to be talking about budgeting. Every summer you travel with your family, daddy, summer is coming. Everyone is happy that summer is coming. Year after year you travel to different countries: London, Paris, Singapore, Kenya, Tanzania, different places, beautiful countries. And yet these children have no idea on how hard you have worked to get that money for them to have these vacations. No one is saying you should tell them the nitty-gritty of every single thing that you do, because some things obviously they will not understand. But you budgeted for it. The money did not just fall. You took out your time to budget. You took out your time to plan. You had this at the back of your mind from day one. You wanted your family to be going on yearly vacations, and then you planned it out. You mapped it out. You can tell them how you mapped it out. See, every month daddy has to budget 10% of his salary for these vacations that you enjoy. We buy you new clothes in summer, you try different things, we go to different places, the plane ticket, everything is bought with some serious money. Daddy had to budget. So when daddy gives you money, when mommy gives you money, you have to budget 5% so that you can do things for yourself too, yearly. So that when you want to do certain things, you're able to do certain things. You understand? Like, don't just let them, they're just enjoying these things without knowing how much you've put in the work. If daddy did not work hard, if daddy did not budget, no vacation. So in essence, they begin to understand that these things don't just fall from heaven. There's planning, hard work, discipline that went into this beautiful family time you always have yearly. You could also talk about how you made certain investments, or you tell your children about how you bought 6 buses and gave them to 6 different transport companies, and that way they remit money to you, and that money they remit to you, you are able to save it for the vacation. Or you bought some stocks, and the dividend that you get yearly or quarterly is what you're using to take them on this vacation, right? Just different things. How you bought an asset and you sold it and you put it into somewhere. Just give them the information that they can understand, so that they will start learning from when they are small how to do these things. Before you know, they get interested. You get closer to your children when you are open about certain conversations. When you are open about these type of conversations, you get closer to them when you're trying to teach them. Don't you see that teachers know more about our children than we do? Yes, some teachers know more, and that's because there are certain things they take out their time to do for them. I know it's their full-time job, but when you have a child, it's also like another full-time job, right? So you cannot leave the entire learning curve for your child to a teacher or to just a facilitator, no, or to formal education. No, there are certain things they can learn. There are certain important things that they would learn from you that formal education will not teach them. That is the whole essence of all this. That's the whole essence of this series. That's the whole essence of it. That formal education will not teach them so many things. And these so many things, we are specific about money. Okay? We are specific about money, right? As the topic is Jewish financial parenting. So, the next one. Genuinely, I have seen and experienced the true meaning of givers never lack. So let nobody convince you or to deceive you into thinking that if you give, you are going to lack. No, that is not how it works. And when giving, you don't give and then you put your trust in man. When you give, you put your trust in God. Because if you give and then you're expecting the same person to give you back at some point in your life, it may not really work that way. But God has a way of using people that you never expected. The same way that person who you gave probably never expected you to give them money, to help them, to assist them in various ways. It's the same way that God will use different other people to assist you. So yes, now Jewish parents always teach their children about structured giving. So you don't just give at every point. You're just giving, except if you know you are led by God. Some people, their consecration with God is to give almost everything they have to God, and that's great, right? It is their consecration. But right here we're talking about structured giving. For example, you make $100, $10 goes to charity, a place that has structure, maybe a good NGO that you see that they've put their money into things, maybe a nearby motherless baby's home. But either way, you're giving back to the society, well structured. So it's a monthly thing, right? You do it every month. You bring out 10% of whatever it is that you earn, and then you give that 10% to charity. Okay, that 10% you could use it to add to someone's feeding for the month, add to someone's books for the month, add to someone's school fees for the term. But you can decide to do whatever it is that you are led to do, but make sure that it is structured. They don't teach them that they give today, they don't give tomorrow. It's a thing of, it's not a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle. And when they do this thing from when they are small, they see it as a responsibility. It helps them grow their compassion. They see the importance. Okay, see this money you've given. You gave someone $10. This $10 fed them for 2 days. This $10 did something nice for them. These motherless babies' homes that you gave this amount of money, they used it to buy tissue that lasted them a month. They used it to buy a bag of rice. They used it to buy oil for cooking. They used it to replace some of their little equipment that they needed. It's going into somewhere. It's going into something. It's structured. It helps them to build their compassion. It helps them, like when they do it over time, it becomes part of their lifestyle. It's not later in life you'll now be forcing them. You don't give, you're not compassionate. You teach them from when they're small. You're making money for yourself and for the society. And so charity is imbibed in them from when they are small. Also, it helps them learn social responsibility from a young age. Now, there's something that we call ESG that companies are very strong on. In fact, every company now is trying to learn about ESG and imbibe it into their systems and structures, into their organization. E stands for environment, S is social responsibility, and G is governance. Now, we're talking about that social responsibility. How you take care of your staffs, their welfare, their health, the organization as a whole, all this for sustainability. And then another important factor is how you give back or giving back to the community. It is still under that social responsibility. You don't own a company and then the community around you, nothing. You should look around you. What can I do? Can I help? How can I better the lives of the people that are around me with the little that I have? Like I said, no matter how little you can give, because of course, these children, their allowance will not be much. But even if it's 1,000 naira that you are giving, they are sending into welfare account in church, is something. If it's 1,000 naira, they send into motherless baby home, it's something. One day that 1,000 becomes 2,000, becomes 5,000, becomes 10,000. It keeps getting bigger and better. No amount is too small. No amount is too small. You could give 10,000 naira as your offering, and someone who gives 500, and God bless the person who gives 500 more. Why? Because they brought the 500 out of their 1,000 or out of their 2K. The next one, and this one is so important, is building a generational wealth mindset. Your children has to start seeing themselves as custodians of the family legacy from when they are very small. Every morning, as you declare words upon their life, let God bless you, He shall keep you, let His face shine upon you. Remind them you are a custodian of our family name. You are a custodian, and you will take it. You will take these lessons. You will give to your children, and you will give to your children's children. You cannot break this chain of events. This is how you create positive patterns in your family, in your life, right? We always pray against negative patterns. It's time for us to start forming the positive pattern. And if you do not teach your children and make them understand that this wealth we are trying to create, it's not just for me, it's not just for you, it's for the people that we will never even meet. It's important because, like I said earlier, it's not just for you and I, or for even those people that we've not seen. It's for the entire society. So if one person breaks it, what then? Also, to teach them that they are custodians of the wealth of God. because everything under this earth is owned by who? God. So if they don't take care of this wealth well, they've disappointed their maker. They've disappointed their maker. Yes, they have. So you need to let them know why this wealth is a thing of generation, why it's a thing of legacy, what you're trying to build is not just for 100 years, it's for 200 years, it's for 300 years. You have to prepare the next generation to sustain this wealth. And if you don't think you're a custodian, obviously you're not going to want to prepare the next generation. If you see yourself as only a consumer, then you just consume. Consumers just take in. They have absolutely nothing to give out. And that is how so many of us are wired. We need to change it. It has to be reversed. And it takes deliberate actions, systems, structures, discipline. Now, in page 9 of the book, it is written there that goodness is not measured by morality, but by one's ability to transfer an inheritance of wealth to the next generation. Yes, this is God's plan for the earth. This is God's plan for you. It's not just to pray 72 hours. It's not just to fast 6 to 6. It's not to do dry fasting 40 days. It's to build wealth. This wealth, you will use it to help other people. In turn, you're helping God. And use it to also help your local church. It's very important. You need to use it to help your local church. Pay your tithe, put into the welfare, support your pastors and your priests, the ones that are doing great work. And to make sure that your local church is standing. To run a church is expensive. And I promise you, that AC you're enjoying only. Do you know how much they're paying in light bill? Some of the instrumentalists and the IT team you see, they pay them. Trust me, they pay them. So you see, when you support your local church and allow the word of God to reach to as many people as possible, you see, you're doing the will of God. You're doing the ultimate will of God. So you see how crucial and important creating wealth is and not allowing it to fall by the wayside. Now, the last I'm going to say in this video is such inheritance includes not only financial assets, but also the wisdom and values that produced it. When you are leaving an inheritance for your children, you are not just supposed to leave assets. You are supposed to leave the wisdom that produced those assets. In essence, you have to teach your children how you made that money. Do not leave it for only formal education. It is not nearly enough. It is not. Okay, we've come to the end of this episode, and I will see you in the next one next week. Take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. I wish you the very best. See you on this channel next time. Bye.